All right, so you're here at Trainer Joe Fitness, Ascension Sports Performance, commonly known as the Lion's Den, and today we're going to be doing some explosive training, some power training, some speed training. The whole thing is going to be focused on speed and power. Primary reason, our bread and butter here is football. Although we train all athletes, we have some football players in the building, and the name of the game in football is speed. Speed is the highest commodity, so that's what we're going to be working on today. All right, gentlemen, so the first thing that we're going to do is some dynamic warm-up. So my big thing is simplicity. One of my biggest personal frustrations with what I see going on in the industry right now is that it's too busy, it's too much volume, and a lot of that of what the trainers are trying to do is they're really just trying to impress people with how much they know and how much they can show people they do. So around here, we cut the fat, all right? We trim the fat. Get out into that push-up position, all right, quickly. Bring the outside leg. We're gonna drop the back hip and try to look towards the sky with our eyes, get a nice deep stretch. Then bring the other leg forward, repeat. I don't think everybody realizes how much magic is inside of an A-skip, all right? So everything that you need to run fast at top speed is in an A-skip, all right? So what are we dealing with in an A-skip? There's, to me, three major parts. First of all, there's your feet, right? We want to be light on our feet. We want to be on the balls of our feet, all right? And posture. So feet and posture, I kind of put those together. Being on the balls of our feet and being upright. When my coaches corrected me and got me more upright at top speed, my times increased. That's where state records started happening. All right, the second thing, feet posture after that, all right, lift, all right, at that top speed. The other thing I had to get was lift. All right, now it's not, it's not exaggerated. It's exaggerated in the A-skips, but it's not exaggerated in actual practice. But exaggerating in the A-skip teaches those hips to get the lift. And then the second thing is your arm carriage, all right? So when we put it all together, all right, and we have that good rhythm, we got balls of your feet, good arm carriage, good posture. All right, so the ones I want you doing are just like that. One of the important things that I think people miss in training, period, one thing we're gonna focus on first is the eccentric part of training. So whether it's weight training, the eccentric part of training is the lowering part. So if you're in a bench press, when you're lowering the weight, that's the eccentric part. When you're in a squat, when you're lowering down into your squat, that's the eccentric part. Plyometrics, they think box jumps are plyometrics. Plyometric activity really has more to do with absorption and then transferring that energy and jumping. Now that's truly what plyometrics is about. So we're gonna work on some speed work, sprint. We're gonna work on a 40-yard dash. We're gonna focus on the start. We're gonna focus on the first 10 yards. Straight line speed is important in football. All right, it's important in damn near everything because we're talking about basketball, baseball, football. We're talking about games of angles. So the 40-yard dash, and we're talking about short bursts. All right, so it's actually a very, like I don't like the combine activities because a lot of it is bullshit. Like your bench press test isn't really going to tell you how good of a football player you are. Your 40-yard dash test also isn't always going to tell you how good of a football player you are, but your 40-yard speed does have a lot of application to what you're actually trying to do on the football field. My way here is self-awareness and self-discovery, all right? Everybody's got different heights, different hip insertion points. You're anatomically different. So what works for one athlete is not always gonna work exactly the same for another. Let's fill in some gaps in our training. We pretty much got our heavyweight training together, so we're gonna focus on speed and power today. So when we focus on speed and power, the focus of the day is not about me throwing heavy weight at you. The focus of the day is about you doing things with proper technique and proper form and doing things with speed, all right? Because if you think about that, what is football? If you got proper technique and proper form and you got speed, you're already light years ahead of your competition. One of my other biggest frustrations that I see is, and it's not this, he can handle the weight, but this is the point, is you see athletes, because of our egos, and I had the same thing, we want to lift as heavy as we can because we're adrenaline junkies and we're fucking football players. But the point of the matter is, a deep, full range of motion squat is going to benefit you more, make you faster, make you more powerful. So basically what I'm saying is this: if I got a guy who's quarter squatting 315 and I got a kid who's ass to grass in 225, I guarantee you if I put him in a wrestling match, if I put him in a race, or I put him in anything of athletic application, that kid who's ass to grass in 225 is gonna whoop on that kid that's quarter squatting 315. All right, the other thing too is people focusing too much on the strength training, you know, because we want to lift that heavy weight and we like that caveman feeling that we get from lifting a heavy weight, but not balancing out that training. Don't want to be too low, you don't want to be too high, kind of right in the middle, and you notice you got to lean in this to get that drive. All right, and same thing, this is drive phase work. So your head shouldn't be up looking where the fuck you're going. All right, your head should be down. All right, we should be driving. That's it, bro. This is Trainer Joe Fitness, Ascension Sports Performance, the Lion's Den. All right, simplicity, simplicity, simplicity. All right, we cut the fat around here. We get down to business. All right, these are the fundamentals of speed and power training, and that's the name of the game. Deuces.